Hello everybody, Eagle Firefly Gaming here, and I hope you're all doing good. Welcome back to this next video on the Tengu exploration. Hello everybody. Okay, so this new video is on the Tengu exploration that we're going to conduct very shortly. So this is kind of an introduction video into what we're going to be doing. So one of the things that I noticed recently is some of the older videos that I used to make were primarily around the Tengu. It's my most favourite ship. As you can appreciate here, we've gone through a lot of graphical changes and things are looking more beautiful than ever on this ship, with some new lighting bits and bobs that have been added just to bring the vibrance of the ship up. So I'm pretty excited for this. So we're going to go back to our roots a little bit. Some of you that are a little bit closer to me have noticed that we've had a little bit of a rough time recently in Eve with various bits and bobs going on. As usual stuff, I'm not going to go mentioning any names, but there we go. So we're going to do this and we're going to go back to our roots. So one thing that I was putting together was I was reading some old lore while I've been doing some industry stuff, some mining and stuff like that. So one thing I can recommend, I'll drop a link down in the section below for you, is a link to the Eve universe where it gives you all the articles and things that have happened over the years and stories and stuff like that. So I got to read it and I thought, hey, do you know what? We're going to do something. I'm not too sure if it's been done before, but it might have not been done in this way, but we're going to give it a go. I'm not going to spoil too much because I'd like to keep a few things that are a bit of a surprise, hopefully. So what we're going to do is we're going to go on a hunt for something. I'm not telling you what that is. I uncovered something in some of the lore articles that I want to go and check out, and we're going to plot the story along the way. So we're going to find some things and we're going to document it. Some of it's going to be cinematic, some of it's going to be a bit of a talk through, and various bits and bobs. But one thing we will go through first is the fit that we're going to be taking. I don't expect to survive all of this. I do expect to lose this ship at least once, but if we lose it, we're just going to refit it, and then we're going to go straight back out again. So this is the Tengu, and this is the Emperor Bearskin, showing its glorious colours in a Mars space where I live, as some of you may well know. And we're just going to take a little look at the fit now. So if we do this and this. Okay, so this is it's kind of a hybrid exploration fit. So it is expensive, so I don't recommend, if you don't have a lot of ISK to lay down, you don't need to go like this. But what this does is it gives us quite a little bit of flexibility. So with this, we can decide we can go and do some exploration. So we can go and do some cans. We can go and look at some data sites, some relic sites. We can do some scanning. We've got flexibility to do anything. Now, if we get bored, we can go and do some ratting in nullsec or whichever, obviously somewhere where it's going to be safe. So basically with this fit, so this is one that I pretty much use all of the time. I have this as a utility slot, so these two are my utility slots. So in here you can have no prop mod and have both application modules, or you can have a mod, relic analyzer. You can switch these two up. These are the two utility ones here. So I don't know if you can see my mouse cursor, but I'll hover over here. So it's this one here, which is mid slot number 1 and mid slot number 4. Okay, so those are the utility slots where you can change different things and you can have little different things going on. So it's a ham fit. I'm not in my implanted pod, so there's not a great deal of range here, but we don't really need it. So we've got 22 kilometers of range with the precision script loaded, and then if we throw in the range script, we're going to get 27. So not great. Not bad either for what we're doing. So we're not going to be worrying about things kiting away. If we're going to get caught, we're going to get caught. It is what it is. So we've got the SysTesCore Probe launcher on the top, which gives us the ability to be able to scan wormholes, various, whichever we need to scan. We've got a Pith B type and only a Tech 2 large shield booster. Ordinarily, I would change this for a blue or a green, but we're already laying down 880 million ISK here, so we don't really need to. And a lot of the cost is in the integrated analyzer. So if you look at, I think we can do multi-buy. Nope. Can't remember how to do the how much everything costs, but yeah. And then we've got the 3 standard BCUs at the bottom, BCSs at the bottom, and we are chassis optimization fit, accelerated ejection bay for the missiles, covert reconfiguration, and then graviton reactor for our cap. Okay, you can change this out for a nullified fit, but I don't want to swap the mid slot for a nullified fit. We're not going to be going into nullsec all that much. So this is a standard fit that I use now with the large cap battery. It is cap stable, 1k DPS almost, let's say 900 DPS with no implants. So it does pack a good punch for PvE. For PvP, if you want to switch out to a PvP fit, you're going to be looking at keeping the hams, and then you're going to be webs, scram, and then large shield extender, this all the way. So max tank, max application, and then BCSs at the bottom. So that's the fit, and a bit of a lowdown of what we're going to be doing. So please subscribe, please share, please like, and all that good stuff. There's going to be some cinematic stuff coming out again, and there's also going to be some lore and some talking through things. I'm going to try and keep it. It won't be in a chain necessarily, but it will be in some kind of order as we find things. One final thing I want to show. This is a recent thing that a friend taught me in the map. So if you go into the map, giving away my location, but it's okay. And you'll see these dots. So I've added these dots and using these filters up here. But this is the new, well, I call it the new map system. And one thing that we're going to be using is going into here and then going into personal and then systems I visited. So if you look in here, let me turn off. No, it's fine. Okay, so if you can see here all the dots, so red is systems that I think it's when you've last visited them, and how many times you've visited them, and all of the ones that don't have dots are places that you haven't visited. So if you're looking for something to do, something to explore, this is one thing that you can try. So you can go to systems visited. If you're bored, go out to somewhere where you haven't visited before. I would imagine, I think Jove space is around here, is it? Not sure. I think this is the Jove constellation. So I would expect, or maybe that one. Maybe someone can tell me, I can't remember. It's somewhere anyway, it might even be over here. Is it this one? Let's check. VDI. Sovereignty. Unclaimed. Yeah. So these systems over here, I think it's these systems over here. These have no gate connection. So you can't get to these systems. Yeah. So it's that one. And that one. And that one. Yeah. So, and possibly that one. Possibly this one. Okay, so this whole constellation. So this whole constellation area around here, you can't get to. So it's inaccessible. So that basically is what they call Jove space. It's actually all of this. I'm not sure if you can see my cursor now. So all of these areas up here where you can see me highlighting, these are the Jove space areas where the Stargates went offline in one of the trailer videos. And this is supposedly where CCP do all of the testing and so on and so forth. I don't know if anyone's ever been able to get there. One question remains for me is that there is a lot of space here for there to be nothing there. So there must be... people say that there must be a way in. I'm not sure if there is. Whether it's broken or whether it's genuinely used for testing. So I'm sure somebody will be able to comment on what that area actually is used for, because I'm not actually sure. There's plenty of lore stories, but yeah. Up here, so you can see I've obviously been to Nullsec quite a bit in these various regions. So this is where I used to be. This is where I started off, up in Branch, with Goons and Efgon. And then obviously this is where we had a lot of the fights. I think it was down here. We had a lot of the fights down here. And then obviously things change as time goes on. Yeah, so that's a good little tool. It tells you all the places that you haven't been to. So yeah, give it a check out. Maybe you'll find something that you've not seen before. So have a look at that. Alright, so thank you for watching the video. Please like and subscribe again, like I said. And we can... So thank you for watching the video again, and please like and subscribe, and maybe you might get to see something that you've not seen before. And I shall leave it there, and I shall see you very soon. See you later.